because it's really heartbreaking that we're sitting here talking about people in my district. I have 68 fields that they continually for years have spread solid waste on from our treatment plants, full of PFAS. Those farmers, those people, and we heard it before that we're going to talk about farmers. You darn right I am. They had no choice. They had that stuff put on their fields. They said it was good for their crops. It was good for fertilizer. It was put on there. But now we find out it's full of PFAS. I have one fellow that raises cattle for our community, sells it to a lot of the butcher shops, and his wells are plumb full of PFAS. His question is, should I be feeding it? Should I be selling my meat? And the thing of it is, I have it directly in my community. I have Tyco Industries. They are the polluters that have put out the PFAS over the many years, and they've taken that PFAS and sent it all over the world. It was sprayed all over in different fires because it smothers a fire almost instantly. We found other chemicals. We aren't using that chemical anymore, but the damage has been done. And today we have a bill in front of us that we're trying to take and get $125 million out to the people. And we heard that the DNR, it's taking their authority away from them. It doesn't take the authority away. They continually told us the whole time we were negotiating this bill that we'll never use that. We will never use that part of it. We never have. Then what difference does it make if it's in there or not? If you're not going to use it, let's move on and help the people that have this contamination. And the fact is, they said they'd never use it. We had a case here and a number of them across the state where with the dry cleaners and the contamination that dry cleaning companies have left. A gentleman here in the area had bought a property, wanted to make it a rental, find out there was a dry cleaner there. And it was before the law of disclosure had to be that you had to disclose what kind of company or if that company was there. It was before that. He owns the property. The DNR went ahead and imposed many different restrictions on him. He had to take and put this elaborate ventilation system under the apartment so none of those chemicals could be dispersed out of there, so he could even use his building. He spent thousands and tens of thousands of dollars to do that. So when the department says that they are not going to impose anything, and the question was, well, you used it there, what's to say you wouldn't come back after our farmers? Well, they said, well, we ran out of money with the dry cleaner cleanup. And so now we have to charge somebody for it. So when we run out of this $125 million, are we going to start charging our farmers for it? We just tried to put something in so that farmers and innocent landowners, if we have three people or your neighbor, if it flows past my property into my neighbor's property, I could be emitter and I could be held responsible for the pollution on his property, and he could sue me over it. Do we want that? I don't think anybody wants that any place in this state. So that's why we have the innocent landowner, and that seems to be the holdup. You're right. There was 90+% of this bill that we all agree on, but we got a hold up on whether we take and allow the DNR to have that authority or to take and give our landowners the opportunity to not have to worry and wake up every morning thinking that you're liable for what is happening with something that crossed your property that you have nothing that you can do about it. You don't have any jurisdiction on where that plume is or anything to do with it, but you're held responsible for it. So I implore everybody today, and I implore our governor to please sign this and not think about what we're taking away from somebody, but what these people in this state need to help clean up their water so they can take and go in. The thing that comes, there's people that have little children. They don't know if they even want to have them go and take a shower with this water. And they say, well, you can do that. You have to take it internally. But, the question is, we don't know for sure a lot of those things. So please, the vote is green today, and I would hope that we could possibly have a bipartisan vote on this. Thank you.